Hello and welcome to another spot of positivity. Here we are. This is like the last day of November 2020. So crazy, crazy year. Let me just have a sip of my tea. Ooh, just for tradition's sake. I hope you've taken some time today for a cup of tea. Great idea. This is kind of like the beginning of the Christmas season, and as you see by this blank wall behind me, which may remain blank anyway, but we haven't put any decorations up, but just starting to get started on stuff. And I'm gonna, in a break from traditional Monday rambling on about stuff, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about some things that I've done today and the last few days, and just some of the plans I have for Christmas. It is obviously the weirdest year ever, and so it's almost more important than usual to do something a little bit different to make the most of this time, make it special. And a friend of mine sent me a list today of words. She's going to meditate on a different word every day, just during this Christmas season. And I think I'm going to do the same sort of thing. I might just even steal her list. But for my videos, I'm going to do a different word. And today my word is joy. And it's kind of one of my favorite words. Sometimes I speak too quickly. Joy. I have two particular friends who are going through a really difficult time right now. Actually, I've got several friends, but these two ones spring to mind. And one of them, although life is really being really hard for her right now, she said, I'm getting up every morning and I'm choosing joy. And it's a funny thing. I mean, on the one hand, joy feels good. To be happy feels good. It's something that makes us smile. And when I was a kid, I used to be taught happiness is something, is depending on circumstances, and joy is something you have deep down in your heart. And there's some truth to that. At the same time, there's also truth that there is a feeling. It's not just I'm joyful. But it's like you can come to a bend in the road or a fork in the road where you could let your thoughts dwell on the really, really difficult things, or you can choose joy. So I'm really impressed with this friend of mine because she's actually getting up in the morning and choosing joy. And it is possible to do that. I'm not saying everything is going to change or every circumstance is going to be wonderful, but there's always something to be joyful about and always something to smile about. And right now, you've seen my eyes wandering to the side. It is because there is a magnificent lightning storm just outside my window right now, which is pretty darn cool. And it's not like it's a kind of storm that's, well, it might be dangerous to some people, but I don't think it's a dangerous kind of storm. It's more like out there in the sky, sheet lightning, and it's quite amazing. So little random, spontaneous reason to be happy. I just think it's wonderful. It's so interesting to see magnificent nature stuff happening right outside my window. So there's my little first thing. I could probably think of 10 things that make me happy, but just for fun. And who doesn't like a little bargain? But my fun little bargain this week that some people might think is cool is that I was in my local Danish secondhand shop. I'm in Cyprus, and okay, this is a Danish secondhand shop owned by a Palestinian man. So it's completely multicultural. Here we are, Cyprus, Palestine, and Denmark all together. Anyway, everything in that shop is from Denmark. So it's very interesting to me. I always like things from different places. And on one of the shelves was a funny little random thing I thought was a tablecloth. I was attracted to it because it was lacy, and I love lace. And I went and just picked it up, and it was old looking and a bit tattered, but I thought, this could be something. And the lady said, "Oh, you can have it for 50 cents." I thought, okay, it's got some stains on it, and it was a little bit mucky feeling. I will show it to you in a minute. So I took it home and I stuck it in the washing machine. Just thought I'd say, dumb idea, because it is actually old. And the little rips became massive rips. And so I've been at it with my needle and thread. And I'm not a lace restoration expert, but I've made this thing into something, I'm almost done, kind of usable. And I thought, this is going to be an amazing thing. I can use it over some red material for my tree skirt, for instance, and it'll have a lovely vintagey kind of look. It could be on a shelf. It's not the thing I'm not going to necessarily use it for a table runner. It's just really delicate, and I don't know how old it is, but I think actually it was a curtain, a little lace curtain. And it is clean, but it is really kind of faded into kind of a weird gray, but it looks very vintagey and cool. So I will show this to you and see what you think. Woohoo. So this is my, let's see if I can even, yeah, you can see a little bit of it here. Isn't that pretty? So this came to me completely mucky and a little bit ripped, as I say, and I have been fixing and restoring it. Now, okay, because I'm a little metaphor-y kind of person, isn't this cool to take something that was cheap? Maybe would have been, I don't think it would have been expensive even in its day, but cheap and neglected and stained, and make something cool and beautiful out of it. And I think, here's my little metaphor. If your day is a little bit like that and life is a little bit like that, there's always some joy to be found, and you can make something cool and beautiful out of it, even if it's if there's pain in it. So yes, there we go. That's my little metaphor, and I'm quite excited about seeing what this is going to be, because it is really pretty. And I like to imagine that it was somebody's grandmother had this on their window. Isn't that pretty? I mean, you could wear it. I could wear it as a scarf around my neck. I can do anything with it. Why not be joyful about it? It's just a little scarf, or a little tablecloth, a little curtain for 50 cents, but I'm making something out of it, and something beautiful. My second little happy thing is I bought myself today at that same Danish store. Something could have been owned by the same grandmother, but it is a little thing of wonder. And it is a teapot. And, charity shop or secondhand store, I mean, didn't cost me very much money. It's just cheap, but I'm so happy I can serve my family a cup of tea because we are the positivity family, of course. You must be aware. And these little things have made me happy. And, I mean, I know some places it's completely locked down. You can't do that. So I'm very thankful right now that we're still able to go down the street, because it is a little bit of a break and a happy thing to do, to be able to buy a little treat. And we're going to have many pots of tea with guests in the future, when we have a bit more freedom and everything. And I just thought I'd share that little thing with you. So I hope you are having a good day. I hope you are choosing joy. I hope you find little ways of choosing joy, even when it's hard. And yeah, just wanted to share that with you. And so if you enjoyed this little thing of me, of positivity, and it made you think of something good and sweet and joyful in your life, I hope you will like and subscribe, because it would be great to have you on this little happy spot of positivity online community. So Have a lovely, lovely Monday and great beginning of the Advent season.